Welcome back to more of the best dungeon theme in the world. I don't know how many other people love this song as much as I do. It's not actually a song that I hear talked about all that much. It's called Illusory Blue Flowers, by the way, which is kind of a weird name for a song that plays in a lava area. And also, it's a name that... It's interesting. It would be I'll just say that it might be appropriate later in the series, but I don't think they plan to head that far. Okay, that's good for the luck quartz. And good for Kevin, because, oh, he learned Sacred Breath too, even better for Kevin. Oh, I'm still in my spread out formation, aren't I? Yeah, that might actually be making things harder for me. Yeah, let's do that. I was wondering why my buffs weren't really affecting people that much. Okay, so what happens if we push it to the left? And as I thought, it makes a chest appear. Yeah, you want to think about logically, like, the direction the bridge is away from the switch, and push it in the opposite direction. That usually makes a chest appear. I don't know, I'm a broken record at this point, but this song just, part of the reason why I wanted to do this game on the channel is just this song. It's that good. Alright, do I have enough for Thunder God Kick? Okay, here might be a decent opportunity to take advantage of the luck quartz, because I know Joshua has a guaranteed kill on that thing. And yeah, I did say earlier that we would have, like, better methods of, heavens on it. That's annoying. Oh, Titanic Roar is a bad thing to use on a guard turn. But that we would have, like, easier ways of getting, item drops later on in the game. And the luck quartz is one of them, but there are even better ways to stack the odds in your favor. Well, there's also Josette. Like, you can stack luck quartz with Josette. Is this going to be another hit resistant boots? Yes, it is. Would you also like a coffee? By the way, that was a rhetorical question. Please give me hit resistant boots. So I think, yeah, I've got enough to cover a full party of 4 now, even though that does drop his defense. Still going to take that. And yeah, those heat resistant boots are probably going to get kind of disgusting, because we're probably going to be wearing those for the rest of the entire game. This bit. Yeah, this area is kind of interesting in terms of how it's laid out. Now here... Okay, no, that makes the bridge. Does pushing it left make a chest appear? It does! I thought so. And yeah, that was surrounded by torches, so obviously it was going to have a chest in the middle of it. The one annoying thing about this is that these levers or switches do take a while. I'm holding down the turbo button, by the way, while they're going, so they're actually, by default, even slower than that. Dragon Tree Jumpsuit. Warning, do not store children or other living creatures in chest. Yeah, that reminds me of the story on Critical Role about Dork the Ox. They decided to put an ox in the inside, the bag of holding, and learn the hard way the bag of holding has no air supply.
Alright, what's next?
A lot of earth from that. And then they also learned something else the hard way when they tried to make the best of a bad situation and cut him up and put his meat in the bag of holding. And then they found out that the bag of holding is not refrigerated. Yeah, I've absorbed just so much casual D&D knowledge through Critical Role, and I still have never actually played myself as I'm recording this. I still kind of want to, but... Anyway, Fragrant Juice, that's a new food item. Joke's on you, this treasure wasn't tax deductible. That's actually a really good one. Like, as someone who's old enough to actually understand the importance of things that are tax deductible, that's great. So, yeah, we're going to be taking a lot less damage from the lava now, but I want to wait until you turn your back. Oh, yeah, the sides of you aren't really hitboxes. That's a bit of a pain. But, like, let's try and show fighting one of these things without just getting lucky with a death blow turn. And it was more just like a panic death blow turn. I'm just gonna build up a little bit of CP on you. I don't want to kill either of the rats, because if I do, then one of my arts is going to redirect into the worm. And we are actually taking a lot of damage. Okay, so now we have the Great Abyss here, and it is weak to wind. I believe that's also the same as the other Abyss ones. Okay, I am glad that I'm going after it, though. And Joshua has no wind, so he's going to... I mean, I guess I can get the, Oh, actually, this is an important recipe to get in your log, because plus 20% strength and defense. It's not Zodiac, but in emergencies, it can be nice to have, just with the speed of being able to use a food item. Having a buff like that handy. Okay, I don't think Kevin has anything wind either. Are you weak to anything else? Water, okay, just like everything else in here. Yeah, so you can True Smite. Actually confused it. Not that it's gonna matter. Okay, Zin levels up. And there was a chest up here. Like, the lava will still actually add up, even if you have all heat resistant boots. Oh gosh, I usually only open up to my therapist. Okay, I'm talking about how I didn't like puns earlier, and now all of these chests are just puns. Hi there. Yeah, I always gasp when I see slime lumps for some reason. But yeah, slime lump. Okay, I'm probably gonna need to Joshua S-break on this one. Oh, and if I had the fragrant juice here, I could give him the strength buff. But I suppose I have the fried phoenix, which is exactly the same strength buff. No, I don't need the 200 CP S-break from Joshua. Yeah, everything's gone regardless. Now, I forgot that slime lumps even showed up in here. That means that using Josette's remote ability might be decent. EP charge? Oh, you found my treasure. What, you want a medal? Perhaps in another chest. Just debating whether or not It's gonna lower my defense even more, though. Yeah, I want to show off the speed increases of the heat resistant boots, so equipping the speed thing is probably better. Yeah, that's almost certainly a switch-activated chest. It's probably from this switch right here. Really, again? Just, I do not like, guard turns. I don't think they're a good mechanic. I've actually encountered people who don't like the turn bonuses in general, and actually find that an obstacle to them getting into trails. I mean, I guess I can kind of see that. But I don't know, like, I'm usually okay with it, and it does encourage you to use S-breaks. They did apparently nerf the turn bonuses system quite a bit in Kuro. Which I kind of wonder what it's going to be called. I mean, if you're watching this, then it's entirely possible that we already know by now. But like, what, Trails into Darkness or something? I mean, you couldn't really use Trails of the Abyss because, you know, there's already a Tales of the Abyss. Yeah, if you look, well, not closely, it's kind of obvious, but there's a door over there. That's a very important door, too. Kaiser Knuckles. I'm glad I'm not a pirate chest. Those are usually buried underground. Buried chest would be an interesting mechanic, actually. But yeah, I had a feeling Zin was getting a better weapon soon. Oh wow, it increases speed too. Yeah. But I am still glad I bought those better Knuckles for him earlier. Yeah, so here you actually have to go a little bit out of your way to get this door. You have to walk through the lava all the way around here. Almost hit that Abyss Worm. Not Abyss Worm. Great Abyss. Bring to me the girl who entrusts her feelings to her blade. Only then shall the door open. Some new players have actually been tripped up by that one, because it could mean Julia. There's a few characters that could actually mean. However, there is a very specific character that it's referring to, and we don't actually have her yet. Okay, there's nothing in there. There is something all the way up here, but yeah, there's another worm. Ah, turned around just at the wrong... Okay then, I can steal those, but it does kind of force me to lose my CP. However, And, you know, it's funnier if I use Joshua's S-Craft. Not Joshua. I called Olivier Joshua. Oh. That must have been glitched. Because I'm sure that rat would have been in the area. That is weird. I don't think I've seen that happen before. It being glitched on some enemies, but not others. Yeah, I still do have reviving bombs. I mean, even though we're gonna win this easily, I do still like to revive, because otherwise I miss out on experience on people. We're gonna be able to go to the spring at the Hermit's Garden, though, after this, so it doesn't really matter that I blew all of my CP there. Feather Brooch. Chest will remember that. That actually probably didn't age well, since I think Telltale Games kind of died. Which... yeah, I don't know, some of their later games weren't as well received, though, from what I've heard. I was never really a huge fan of their games anyway. Okay, I believe, yes, we are at the end here, because we have the stone monument. Which I'm obviously healing at. And let's see if there's anything new here. Oh, well, I can get Action 4, which is amazing. And since there are slime lumps here, you can probably farm them, because as I said back in Chapter 2, they're always, like particular overworld encounters will always have a certain chance of spawning. You don't even have Action 3 on. Huh. Because they didn't really make a lot of those. But yeah, like particular overworld encounters will always have a chance of spawning slime lumps. Okay, yeah, so I suppose I can give that to Olivier to bring his speed above 100. And in terms of what's coming up, this is a fight where being bunched up can be a bad thing sometimes. Like, overall, I don't find this fight to be particularly bad, but it can trip you up sometimes. So I'm gonna go back to the garden and actually buy more tomatoes, but also go to the spring. I have way too much space ether, so I'm gonna spend it on tomato money. Because I'm pretty sure that coming up soon is another recipe that is really good and requires tomatoes. Okay, I can make 7 swing witches now. I can get a couple more of those, I guess. Though I think this recipe that's coming up requires Firefly Fungus too. Lucky Fang is the only monster ingredient in Fragrant Juice, so I'm gonna actually get a few of these. And yeah, like look how much my ingredients went down. You actually do run through ingredients quite quickly, even if you have 99 of everything. You can get 2 Amar Spiritus. And yeah, you might notice there's only 4 stone monuments in the entire 4th plane, which might be a little odd since the 4th plane is pretty big. Because, as hinted, there are 3 dungeons in this place, and if you played SC, you probably already know what they are. So, I think I'm okay going into this. I guess I'm gonna save just in case. And here we go. Anelace? It's another Grimoire, not the real thing. It's like she's completely lifeless. Well, at least that means we don't need to hold back to avoid hurting her. Let's do this. So yeah, we are facing off against Annelise, question mark? And she has basically all the real Annelise's abilities if you've played SC, and we also have Were Zappers, basically just stronger, that's a interesting description there. But yeah, basically just stronger werewolves. Yeah, they have quite a lot of health though. Now, right, I should probably be... Oh right, I no longer have Zodiac. That's a bit of an issue. But I do have Love for it. And honestly, the defense boost of Zodiac is probably not going to help all that much in this situation because we've gone all in on, Okay then. I was saying we've gone all in on speed boosts, but that's weird. So that's supposed to be a suction attack, but she used it when nobody was nearby. So I don't know what her AI was thinking there. I don't think I've seen her do that before as well. So it's just, yeah. Actually, no, I have to buff him later because Olivier's thing is going first. I don't think I really want to have Zin's turn Earth Wall. Have Zin's turn Earth Wall. Yeah, just get the strength up. Let's get a couple of speed boosts. Anelace is pretty much entirely close range. She does have like one range attack. I swear, I've never seen her do this before. I don't know what the AI is thinking today. The AI is, like, really drunk. I now know I'm naming this part, Go Home, Annelise, You're Drunk, because seriously. She's probably of legal drinking age, too, because she's a little bit older than Estelle. But anyway, actually, no, it depends on what the age is. Like, in Japan, it's, like, 21 or something. Yeah, I'm used to, Australia has a much lower drinking age than most countries. It's 18 over here. Well, there's those poison claws we're warned about, and there's Faint. I knew they could inflict Faint, so... I do, however, have, Sacred Breath 2. 5,500 HP is actually not great recovery for a level 2 version of an art. A craft, I mean. And especially seeing as it doesn't get any stronger than this. Okay, as always, we're just getting our speed buff set up. Well, yeah, you can safely speed buff yourself. Is she gonna whirlwind again? Oh, finally, she's not whirlwinding. Okay. Using arts though, that's kind of strange. But I guess I can show this off then. I mean, I don't like using Olivier's turn to not cast though. That's a. Yeah, I technically should cancel that. Nah, I'm gonna just show this because wow, this delays him a lot. But yeah, it hits anywhere on the field and it cancels, which can be really, really good when you need to cancel something, quickly. Okay, so you are gonna just, Thunderguard Kick is probably the strongest thing you have right now, so it's a bit stronger than a regular attack. It probably delays more than a regular attack does, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, I mean, I could Earth Wall, but I also kind of want to clock down on the werewolves. Yeah, that means only... I mean, that's actually kind of good because, I don't have words for this. Again, in all my time playing this game, I've never seen her do this before. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This is the most drunk Doppel Anelace I have seen in my entire life. Okay, you guys are listening to that. Should have paid more attention to that. I'm just losing it here. Also, this is where Swing Witches are really good, because I can do this and put him immediately up to an S-Break, and then I can go for said S-Break with him. Oh, it's not going to be a good S-Break, though. Yes, I can severely weaken one of them. I wasn't going to talk over Patrick Sites yelling. I mean, I can probably finish one of them with a normal attack by this point. I mean, is this going to delay you? Because a lot of bosses from here on are immune to delay. No, it is still going to delay you. But I mean, you know, you've now been delayed indefinitely because you are now dead. Okay, so, do I have any good... speed plus 10%, which is not great. Guess I can get the UF pie recipe in my log. Are you gonna do anything? No, oh, she's finally getting closer, okay. So at this point, Whirlwind Dance is actually a threat. So, because it will pull us all closer to her. Yeah, I need something a little bit better than, guess I can focus down the werewolves. Because I actually think, like, they're the bigger threat in this fight, as strange as it might sound. Now, your strength buff, so Supreme, actually, wait a minute. Can I renew? Okay, so it looks like, that form of Annelise is not immune to delay, but this form might be. So yeah, now we're in, phase 2, Doppel Annelise. It works basically the same way as the Doppel fights in the last, that's a Stratum again, but yeah, the last plane. Except that, well, it's Annelise, so it doesn't have, Rail Sphere. Right. I'm gonna try and clock down, but I feel like some of these Doppels are actually immune to that. Yeah, Flare Arrow the Werewolf. Let me see. Okay, no, you're not immune to that. That's, good to know. Oh, I don't have any CP for... Like, now would be a really good time to Thunder God Kick. Okay, that did finish it. If it didn't finish it, I was vaguely thinking of doing an S-break with Olivier. In fact, he might actually die to this, though. No, it didn't kill him. And that probably would have killed him on Nightmare, though. I think she would do, like, over 10,000 with that. Right, now, can I also do True Flicker on you? Yeah, delay still works. So, if I wanted, I could rein her into Oblivion at this point. Diamond Dust, I guess? She's not really weak to anything, but is completely immune to wind, so that's, I guess, kind of the theme of this fight. Yeah, so at this point, it's really just gradually whittling down her HP. Again, now that she's alone, she's a lot less of a threat, but she does seem to be fairly arc resistant. Do I have any ATS down effects? Oh yeah, she's taking way more damage from physical attacks than from arts. I don't mean ATS down, I mean arts defense down. Not anti-sept. Orbital down is a thing. I might be able to get orbital down on some people, but... And I'm not going to go for more delay here, because I feel like that's sort of cheap. Not True Cloak and Dagger, Supreme Dual Strike. Yeah, each Dual Strike is weaker than a basic attack, but together they usually add up to more. Yeah, Olivier has the Crimson Eye too, and he's still doing not a whole lot. I kind of wonder if, how much did you just by shooting her? Oh, barely anything, yep. So, yeah, Olivier's actual physical prowess is pretty terrible, as you can see. I think this should finish it. Yep, there we go. Oh, and Joshua got an even better version of his delay craft. Yeah, a lot of wind seepeth from that one. Smelling salts ×2. Action 3. Oh, alright, yeah. And 3 guesses who's in this ceiling stone, and the first 2 don't count. Phew, that wraps that up. Sure does. Probably no prize for guessing it. Wow, Kevin read my mind there. Let's head back to base and let her out. But before that, this room continues for a little bit longer, suspiciously. Another Crimson Eye. I see you enjoy finding empty spaces. Okay, so, like, technically speaking, you can do this. You can double Crimson Eye for ridiculous arts damage output if you want to. Fool's Emblem is still probably more broken, but, I am actually very tempted in the next section to just double Crimson Eye Kevin. Because that would be kind of fun. Now, I think that should be all I think that's all the chests in this place. Firstly, I'll heal. And then I'll check to see if, there's a guide on Game FAQs that has some very good maps of these dungeons that show where all the chests are. Although, personally, I actually, like, in my notes that I write in preparation for this playthrough, I actually write down just a snippet of the chest quotes, because the chest quotes are so memorable that I find it easier to memorize which chests I've got by the chest quotes. And I think from looking at the chest quote notes that I should have all of them. So, let's unleash the Sealing Stone. course, first, we get a preview of what's unlocked in this, I almost said stratum or floor again. Plane. Why am I not saying plane for some reason? Oh, actually, wait, if I'm remembering right, this is one of my favorite Stealing Stone conversations in the whole game. Huh? Is she sleeping? Cuteness is justice. Fortune favors the cute. Keep your friends close and your plushies closer. Smart words from smart people. I don't think anyone else in history has ever said any of those things, especially that last bit. She seems so happy, though. Yeah, not sure I can bring myself to wake her up. In that case, I have a plan of my own. Oh no, I don't like where this is going. I shall sleep alongside her, and together we shall reach the pearl gates of Elysium and cross into the paradise within. If you're up for a nap, that can be arranged. I have a few tricks that could knock you out in no time. I'm sorry, please don't hurt me. Olivier. Hey, you tried. Well, now we've woken her up. Seems she's finally woken up. Huh? It's good to see you again, Annelise. Good morning? Have a nice dream? Sure sounded like you were. Tita, Joshua, and Chloe are going to be the pride of my collection. But Julia and that girl over there are pretty cute too. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, but Zin's like a big fluffy bear, so he's actually kind of nice. And Kevin's hair kind of reminds me of a sea urchin, and that's not so bad either. I don't know who bought me all these new plushies, but they're the best! She thinks we're all life-size stuffed toys. Man, how drowsy do you have to be? Again, probably one of my favorite Stealing Stone conversations. Oh, there was me thinking I'd gotten a bunch of amazing new plushies to add to my collection. Way to crush a girl's dreams, guys. Well, sorry for being a human being. Another great line. I can't believe that that's your first reaction to everything you've just been told. Sorry, I'll hop into serious mode now. I'm still having a heck of a time processing the situation, but I do know you're not lying. Besides, the proof that this is all real is right in front of my eyes. Only the real Tina can be that irresistibly cute. Well, just as long as you get it. So, what are you going to do? Would you be up for helping us investigate? Put me in, coach. I wouldn't be much of a bracer if I wasn't willing to do anything in the face of a crisis like this. Especially if it's true something's happened to the Loca. There might be other bracers who've ended up in the same situation as me, and no way I'm turning my back on them. That's certainly a possibility. Other bracers? Really? That's a good point. We know quite a few of them too. Well, we've overcome one ordeal, but that still means we have 2 left on our plates. And you know the drill. Now that we've done the first, let's go back to the 4th plane and see what's changed. Right. Let the fun begin anew. I still can't get over how that boss went. That was just like, oh, hello, I'm Anelace. I'm going to use my suction attack when nobody is near you multiple times. Anyway, as much as I really like Olivier and Zena's also great, I want to use Anelace here.
Let's go.
For more reasons than one. I'll think about who I use for the next segment in a little bit, because we're not going to be heading out to the next part of the 4th plane immediately. Because Annelise, and yeah, her art this is probably my favorite The Third portrait redesign, because this is great. But don't let that fool you. Annelise is really competent in battle. But I'm not going to talk about why yet, because a lot of how good she is very much tied to Stardoor 5. And she's the girl who entrusts her feelings to her blade. You want to do this Stardoor right after you get Annelise to join. It's very important. So, I will see you all next time for Star Door 5 and talking about how Annelise works because she's very interesting. See you all then.